What makes a character bad? Of course, when it comes down to Street Fighter V, any other fighting game, we have top characters, we have bad characters. In the sense of Street Fighter V, of course, we have three characters that come to mind anytime we think about a good character. One being Luke, the perfect tyrant. Good normals, good damage, not hard execution if you know how to time the flash knuckles, fireball, DP, hit confirm off low forward. Pretty good V-trigger. Any situation, Luke is just perfect. So he is a definition of a good character. Followed up with Juri. In my opinion, Juri was always good. The recent patch made her more complete. Always had good walk speed, meter kick is godlike. Fireball, that's actually if you play Balrog. Balrog's V skill 1 doesn't get around it so easily. DP, hit confirms off a low forward, and of course V trigger that allows for a pretty good comeback with Rekka's. Her dash becomes more faster. Delsum, this character just completely surprised me. I don't know what Capcom was thinking, why they thought this character had to be buffed, but they gave him some love and now he is considered to be one of the best in the game. This matchup is actually on paper supposed to be in Balrog's favor, but lately Delsum has been going toe-to-toe with Balrog. Those three being said, that is what makes a character good. Question is, what makes a character bad? Well, if you think about it, the complete opposite. A character that may not have a DP, slow walk speed, normals aren't the best. They tend to struggle to get a situation started. Big Geef Ball, right, is a big body tyrant that's supposed to make it rough for close range characters like Laura, Bison, Balrog to have a bad time. Of course, recently Geef has been getting nerfed, and a little bit more nerfed. So with the changes to what they did with Balrog's V skill 2, the matchup went from being bad for Balrog to actually being more winnable, because now he can't just flex for the free. It's already rough for Geef to get in, so with Balrog being able to actually use straights, Geef is actually just lost in the sauce on what to do, what not to do. Another character, Nash. He is supposed to zone, right? Well, in my opinion, I wouldn't say a character is bad. I feel like in Street Fighter V, no character is bad. It's just that some characters have a harder time than others. So of course, Luke, Cammy, any character that's considered to be top 5, top 10, have it easier compared to bottom 5 and bottom 10. Really and truly, it's kind of hard to pinpoint who's actually bad in this game, because with the recent changes, I feel like Street Fighter buffed most low tier characters and was kind of like changing the upper tiers. Like Nash actually became more viable compared to previous seasons. Lucia slowly became more viable, but of course she's still probably in the same situation of not being tournament viable. Dan, people thought Dan was gonna be bad. Dan came in this game and started turning heads fast. It's crazy because they actually nerfed this character, but even with the nerfs, he's still the same. If I get up on you, I'm about to hit you with these knowledge checks, because if you try and press a button, you're about to get utterly destroyed. Dan really forces you to V-reversal, backdash, and burn resources if you want to keep the character at bay. But I feel like the topic that I'm trying to get at is that if a character has a hard time executing their game plan, that's when they're probably considered bad. But overall, this game has 40 plus characters, and I feel like no character is actually legit bad. People used to think Falk was the worst. Falk got buffed pretty good. Rose used to be kind of incomplete. She received a lot of love, so she ain't really bad no more. Alex was low-key on the lower end for command grab characters, but he been receiving a lot of love also. Necalli, I feel like the Balrog-Necalli matchup was kind of unplayable for Necalli, but with the recent changes to him actually having like a light hit confirm to punish straights, that sort of kind of changed the matchup a little bit, but it's still in Balrog's favor. But besides that, man, looking at this roster, it's not really any down bad characters in this game. Do we consider 11 to be bad? Because, you know, if you pick the character, you don't know who you're going to get. I ain't gonna lie, G is actually one of those characters who receive nerfs, but he got buffed at the same time. I feel like if they revert V-Trigger back to what it was, yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. But besides that, I mean, G's still pretty viable. I hope they bring back Dan, or at least someone related to Dan. And Street Fighter 6, well, I would actually enjoy seeing a character like Dan in Street Fighter 6 utilizing drive rush and all that. But yeah, y'all, quick video, quick lesson, quick topic. Overall, A complete character, like I said, is a character that most likely has a fireball, a 3-frame, good walk speed, good normals, good damage with not too much of a hard execution curve, reliable V-trigger, because of course in Street Fighter V, if you have a reliable V-trigger, you're already winning in the aspect of Street Fighter V, which makes this game unique, which is the V-gauge system, right? So if you get beat down to a certain level or a certain health expectation, you get V-trigger, and if you have an amazing comeback V-trigger, then most likely you're able to turn the tides of the round within the snap of a finger. Oro, Balrog, G, Bison, Urian, Cody. If you're on the opposite end of having those key tools for a character, then I guess you could be considered to be playing a bad character, but overall, I feel like Street Fighter V is the most balanced it has ever been. Season 1, 2, and 3, yeah, that's when all havoc was breaking loose. It was crazy. People probably wouldn't survive those seasons. Like, that's when the game was at its craziest. Throw loops, whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. If you are new to Street Fighter V and you're trying to think about what character to play, don't feel bad about, is this character good, is this character bad? Every character in this game, as of right now, has a aspect and a key feature for being in this game, whether you're playing a zoner, a rushdown, a space control character. Can't go wrong with nobody as long as it fits your playstyle. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, but of course it doesn't have to end just yet. Go ahead and click this video and check out what I did for a 10K celebration on YouTube, because I recently hit the mark. So go ahead and click that video right there.